Probably
but,
9/11.
right, it was right around that time, after Homeland Security kicked in.
But
it
I'm
did
sure they had the
start-
technology to do it way before then, though.
Not sure.
I wanted to
Who
ask you
knows,
too,
you
if you
know?
have a
Before my
smart
time.
TV, I was told that. And
Yeah,
probably
the
because they
TV
have
too,
a camera.
right?
Yeah.
TV. I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
Can they,
The
can
fact
they make a
is-
program to power up your webcam when the computer's shut off? Can they power up the webcam?
See, they're going to
Something
watch me
that
sitting in a
works?
chair
No.
watching TV. I mean, I'm
No.
not going to be...
Not, no.
So it's
All
actually
right,
on.
we
You have
got
to be plugged into a
we got a minute,
switch that
50
provides power
seconds.
to the
Okay.
actual
we got a minute,
switch.
50 seconds. I want to go
Okay.
over a couple of things. Can we go into pricing,
Yeah.
merchandise,
Sure.
where they can get merchandise?
Yep.
Do you have any kind of news and events
Yep.
coming up?
Yep.
Okay. Opportunities,
We have one.
right? Software and downloads.
Yeah, cloud backup.
And then I want to get into what do you call it? Personal and business. You talk about business again. If you sometimes when we talk about things, we're going, and then people may not catch it, and so we can talk about that.
I
And
guess you want to talk about that program there that we use, the QuickBooks.
yeah, I mean, you guys come up with your own questions too. You don't feel that you have to stick with what we're asking
you're
you.
doing
Just
great. I mean, everything's flowing nice.
Just come up with
Okay.
what you'd
Yes.
like to talk about,
Yep.
okay? I mean, if you say, hey, Rick, I got a topic I want to bring up, then, you know.
And maybe you could go over
That's
like
actually quite a bit right there that you just
the
checked
top
out.
5 questions that most customers have for
Okay,
you.
we're coming back.
I'm sure you come up with it. Like I'm sure you.
Okay, we're back. You're listening to Talk Saratoga on WSPN 91.1 FM Skidmore Radio, and we're live in the studio. If you want to give us a call, 518-580-5783, 518-580-5783. And today is March the 30th. Tomorrow's the last day of the month, and then Monday is April Fool's Day. And believe me, I do not like April Fool's Day because, some people just take it as gospel what you say because they're not there when you're laughing your buns off. So just kind of be careful what you're saying. And I cannot believe that 3 months has gone by already in this year. The old saying that as you get older, the time goes by faster, and I like to tell kids, enjoy your childhood, enjoy school when you're in it, because when you're out, you want to go back to being a kid, and you wish you were back in school with all the friends that you have that you don't have anymore when you're out of school, because everybody goes off in a different direction. So time goes by, and enjoy it, and kind of keep in touch with friends. You won't regret it. So we're back with Chris and Vincent, and I just want to thank you guys here for giving us all this information, and I'm glad you're going to be on for 15 minutes every other week, because as technology changes so fast today, you think what's happened in the last 50 years. 50 years ago we had the rotary phone.
Massive,
and
huge.
phone booths. And computers were the size of a large room.
Yes.
And in 50 years it's changed, but now almost every year things change, and sometimes faster than that.
Absolutely.
So we've got some items here that before we get into pricing, because I'd like to get into pricing a little bit because you're fantastic in your pricing. You do sell merchandise.
We do.
So what kind of merchandise do you sell, and where can you get it?
Okay, so on our website, Rick, we have anywhere from sweatshirts to t-shirts to hats with our logo on it. Very cool looking stuff. I think the logo's great, and you can go onto the website and you can place an order right there, and then it'll be shipped to your house.
Okay, now I know you can't believe everything you hear, because that's what they say. Don't believe half of what you read.
Yeah.
Nancy has said that she would wear a sweatshirt when she's giving her tours. So I don't know how true that is, but that's in the pipeline
Yeah,
there
well,
somewhere.
that's Saratoga Tours.
Yes.
Inside Saratoga Tours.
Inside
Inside Saratoga
Yep,
Tours.
Yep.
And if
We're
you're
proud
look-
of our company. We love our logo, so we love the merchandise.
Yeah, well, I'm glad, and I got to tell you, Nancy's a Saratoga All-Star as a co-host, and her business is fantastic. Get on the website or Facebook, Inside Tours,
Inside Saratoga
Inside
Tours.
Saratoga Tours, and believe me, the picture she puts up, and that you won't regret.
Awesome.
Now, you have some news and events coming up.
Yeah, absolutely,
Why don't
actually.
you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure, Rick. I mean, we do a lot of community volunteer work. That's one of the things we focus on is giving back to the community. That's one of the things the company was built on. We give to the community gives to us. Everybody's happy. And the way we do that is we actually do volunteer computer training at Home of the Good Shepherd with the elderly residents there. We train them, teach them how to use their phones, teach them how to use their laptops or tablets. We do that once a month. We're also working out a deal right now with the American Legion to do the same with veterans.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, I don't know when it is, but I know the company that I drive bus for has signed up for it. There is a business fair coming up.
Yeah, I'd be interested in. Looking
Yeah,
into that.
I'll get you some information on that. I don't know what it costs to get a table, but you've got all types of businesses there that you can walk around and hand out your card and brochure, and if they have questions about it, I
Yep.
mean, you're right there.
Do you know where that's going to be, Rick?
I think it's at the city center.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you keyed on another thing when you brought up, about the news and events. Is actually we do training as well. Microsoft certified trainers and Apple certified as well. We're willing to do individual training for people, whether it's learning how to use Office or even if they're seeking a certification themselves. We're Microsoft certified systems engineers. If you're looking to pursue something like that, we're happy to help you with that as well. We'll even do groups.
Now, I'm not making fun of you.
No, it's all right.
You can come in your comment. But the statement, we do, because everybody says it that way, but I'm wondering what you do. But I'm glad it starts with that letter, and
You hear that a lot, huh, Rick?
I do it myself,
Yeah.
because you had something to say.
But you gave me an opportunity to mention that we do training and education. It's one of our things that we key on. So,
Right.
I wanted to make sure we got that in
Oh,
there. as well.
definitely.
Yeah, when we were both
Definitely.
working at the big box store, we had clients that came in and they would be like, hey, we need help. Can you show us how to do this and do that? But we were always pressured. We only had 20 minutes time to spend with them. And they really needed more time than that, but it just wasn't feasible.
And I do have to say that it's got to be hard to show people what to do that are computer illiterate. And I don't mean they're really illiterate, but I know if you showed me, I'm aging fast, and if you showed me what to do or told me what to do, I would either have to write it down in a notebook or I'd have to call you guys to come back again. I mean,
There's two key points to that. One of them is the way you present the information. They have to be able to relate to things that they can relate to. So when I teach people about things that are complicated, I'll put it in terms that they can understand.
oh, good.
Using analogies, things like that. Metaphors, that they
Yeah.
can relate to. So they understand, oh, well, that makes sense that way.
Right.
That's one of the ways you do it. And the second big thing is hands-on. You can't just tell people what to do. You have to make them do it themselves.
Right? They won't remember it.
No, they won't remember. Last week we had trouble turning one of the programs off to get the next show on, and the music was playing, their auto broadcasts, and I couldn't get it to stop. I went into the program, so I tested the text person, and she was giving me pointers, and she said, well, hit F3. Now, I know where F3 is, but I'm looking at the board here, and I'm saying, I don't see any F3 on here. And she goes, no, on the computer keyboard. So I did, and it showed me the program that was playing, and I turned it off, but I felt like a fool, and that's some of the things. I could have been looking for a day, or it may have hit me later on down that.
Well, I'm sure, Rick, in your busy daily life. I mean, you got 100 things you're thinking about. So I mean, this might not come to you that quick, you know,
Yeah.
as far as hitting F3.
Sure.
But you know, that happens to me all the time. I'm working on something in the garage, and you know, I'm more looking for the tools than I am fixing the project.
You have opportunities. What's an opportunity someone could have with Tech Monkey?
I'll take that. We do have an opening.
Yeah, so we have, you know, we're looking to hire out some new techs, some techs that are knowledgeable in networking, also into home theater. So if anyone that's listening that would like to apply for a job, you know, we can be reached at 518-450-8635 and 518-430-8653.
Yeah, we're basically looking for contractors at this point.
I
It
was
would
gonna
not be salaried positions at this point.
Yeah.
But we do need extra help. We do need people that can work on call when needed. And you know, the pay is not bad. You're looking at like, you know, $20 to $30 an hour, depending on your experience.
It's great. And
But we're going to be picky though, because we want somebody that's trustworthy. We
Absolutely.
want somebody that's presentable, that's going to represent the company.
Right, that has the same philosophy
yes,
as you
and
do
has the same
and work
beliefs
ethic,
as
yeah.
we do. Yes.
Well, subcontracting is the way to go, really. I mean, in business, if you can do it, I mean, it gives the employee a sense of feeling that they can spend as much. Well, you do. I mean, you don't limit yourself to the 15-minute block or 20-minute block, which seems to be the more professionals are starting to do that. I know when you go to the doctors, you got a 15-minute period, and if you got more time, they're mandated because they're hooking up with big computers or hospitals and that today. So yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Speaking of hospitals, Vince, when he was down in Staten Island, he was he does a lot of networking and.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, my background is not from here. I came up from the city. I was born in Brooklyn. You know, I've worked in Manhattan most of my life. Big companies, lots of users. You know, I'm used to dealing with global networking, thousands of users, working in teams, of course, not by myself. You know, but I come up here with a lot of experience that you're not going to find from many locals, I would imagine. And that's one of the things that definitely gives us an edge. But like Chris said, I have done a lot of work with doctors, dentists, hospitals in general. The hospital on Staten Island, for example, they opened a heart building. That was my building. Every computer, every doctor, every network in there was built by me personally. So yeah, and I've also done data migrations, Windows rollouts for NYU Medical Center, things like that.
Now,
So,
what
you know. Uh-huh.
about for small business owners? Say you're wanting to get like, say I wanted to get, what is it called? Search engine optimization.
Uh-huh.
So you could help with stuff like that. Like if I wanted to get myself in the top 3
Absolutely.
searches on Google with my business.
Yeah, we can
you could
help people with their websites. Definitely, we can help them advertise. We can help them run campaigns. The thing is that you know you got to be aware going into something like that. That you know there's going to be some charges involved.
Yeah, it comes down
You
to
know?
money. You know,
Yep.
unfortunately.
The more you want to spend, the more people you're going to reach.
Yeah, and the higher you're going to go up on Google.
And
Unfortunately, that's just the
how
way
much
it is.
how much would something like that cost?
It really depends how many people you want to reach. I mean, but you know, if you're just looking to reach the local audience, make a small dent. You know, if you're willing to throw a few $100s at it, you're gonna reach some people. You know.
I want to hear more of Chris talking too.
Absolutely.
You know, Vince, I like, you know, you've got your area, and I don't know who's we have 5 minutes left, and I want to get into pricing a little bit, and I know specific pricing in business is not, you can't say, all right, I'm going to charge you $45 for this. You give a price range. If someone wanted virus and malware removal, what could you do?
So we'd recommend managed web root. So basically, you know, you can go into a box store or whatever, buy web root, $50. We charge $80, and it's a managed service. So basically, we're going to know that you have a virus before you do.
Updates.
And
Centralized.
Yep, it's more centralized. You know, it's updated. So for the extra $30 a year, so it'll be 80 total. It's a more secure, efficient service to help.
Calling you before
That,
you know you have a problem.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, to help with staying away from the bad guys.
Because it's always easy to get malware.
It is. You can get it on your cell
that's
phones
something-
and
yeah.
yeah.
All right. And how about
As far as
I gotta get the page.
businesses, we have a flat fee, $249, up to 5 workstations. That'd be a monthly maintenance fee. That would, server, maintaining QuickBooks.
What about if someone elderly
Backups.
calls you? I have some elderly friends that they don't know how to put the movie into the player, or they can't get it to work, or you do house calls like that. How much would you charge somebody for that?
Definitely.
That would take you probably 5 or 10 minutes to do.
It would be a flat fee of $50.
Okay, good to know.
One of the things, a couple of things, and I think Nancy covered this, to diagnose a computer, charge.
We never charge for
Never charge for a
diagnostics. Never.
Yeah,
Stick.
no.
We're not going to
Sec-
charge you to figure out what your problem is. We're going to charge you to fix it.
Okay. Next thing is, if I get a new laptop, can you take the information on that laptop, my old one, and transfer it over to the new one? Programs included. I mean, if I have, I told you that I had NCH software for transferring.
Right.
Can that be transferred over?
Yes,
also?
definitely. So we would use a process called ghost imaging, where we would take the exact copy of your hard drive and we would place that onto another hard drive. So like if you were going to upgrade the hard drive to a bigger size, or the hard drive was failing,
Right.
so it would be an exact copy, so you don't have to reinstall the programs.
Beautiful.
And it'd be easy just like that. That starts at $80.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We also do data recovery on failed hard drives.
Oh, really?
In that case, though, depending on how damaged it is, it could cost quite a bit.
Right. I mean, everything's
Or
relative to
minor.
what you have to do.
Yeah, it depends on the size of the drive, how
Yep.
many files you have.
Right.
But all our prices are reasonable.
Absolutely.
So, that's great, because I think I'm getting a new laptop, because my old one is starting to get a little freeze up type of
Mhm.
thing. And I don't like that, especially if I'm transferring a song or transferring,
So,
like your show, into something. I
Right.
want it to go smooth.
so if you're getting a new laptop, we would back up like your user folder. We would back up all your documents, your music, your videos,
Good.
all that stuff. But your programs won't be backed up in that case, because you're going to a different computer.
Okay.
We would back up all that. Or if the hard drive was still good and you just wanted to upgrade, we would just slave the hard drive to your new computer and pull off the data that was on there and just put it into a folder.
Yep.
The appropriate folders where they go: photos, videos, music,
Right.
and documents.
So I can then have that program in a separate spot on my computer. You're saying you can recover the program to the new computer?
So to a new computer, a different computer, it wouldn't be a program. You can't transfer
Okay.
programs. It would only to the same exact computer.
Exact computer.
It's-
So I'd have. I mean, the
with those
program. I mean,
drives.
the
Or we
program's
reinstall
not
and
that
reconfigure the
expensive.
Yeah, we
so
would-
I could just.
We'd
We
reinstall
reinstall.
the programs.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
And then then all your data would be put back in, like
Excellent.
say Office.
Okay.
Reinstall Office.
We
and then-
have 1 minute to go, and since you're going to be back, we'll finish our interrogation of you. So, what are the last things you'd like to tell our audience in a minute?
Give us a shout. We're there to help. We're caring, and we want to get out there and fix or promote and manage everyone's computer that needs the help.
Absolutely.
And you want to get the name Tech Monkeys out in the community and the surrounding area.
Yeah,
And I think you'll do that.
feel free to get some merchandise on the website.
Yep.
And go to the website and make it a favorite, because I don't care who it is, you always have a problem with your computer, no matter who it is.
Yeah, listen in next week. And we'll take some phone calls.
That's
And,
right.
Tech Monkeys will be here.
That's right. And you can listen to the podcast on SaratogaBroadcasting.com. And we'll give the numbers out all the time when the podcast is put up there, and you can give them a call or go to their website.
And
listening to the
you know, Rick,
podcast.
all our services are guaranteed, and we're also giving everybody 10% off if they mention this radio show.
Yes, and I just
Okay.
want to say thank you to Rick and Nancy. Thank you very much.
Guys, it's our pleasure, and I'm glad you were with us today. So we will talk to you soon.
Good show.
That was a good show. That was a good show.
Let me,
It's worth
Thank you.
looking at.
Hey,